Return to the office or quit. It's an ultimatum that a growing number of American workers are facing right now. From the federal level to big name companies in the private sector, the ability to work from home for many is coming to an end. But is this ultimatum a disguise for something else?
Yeah, to break it all down, we bring in our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young. Taylor, first off, are we witnessing the rise and fall of remote work?
We are absolutely witnessing a shift right now that not many people are really happy about. So right now, significantly more people are working remotely or a couple of days in the office compared to pre-pandemic. But as we know, on the very first day in office, President Trump announced that all federal workers had to return to the office. We also know that other major corporations are making similar measures. So if you're someone who is working from home right now that really wasn't 5 years ago, you could be asking yourself, am I going to be impacted by this shift? And this is really happening across all industries, from tech to finance or transportation sector, as well as media and entertainment. Now, just last month, Amazon and AT&T required workers to be back in the office 5 days a week. On the banking side, JP Chase is demanding all workers be in-house starting in March. Many companies making these mandates cite productivity concerns along with the opportunity for more in-person collaborations. Workers, on the other hand, aren't really having it. We know from several studies taken over the years that the vast majority of the workforce likes the flexibility of working from home. They don't want to return full-time, so they are having to make a very tough decision. That decision being, do I suck it up and go back into the office, or do I quit? And companies are fully aware of the dilemma these workers are facing.
Oh, Taylor, I see a standoff happening. I mean, there's going to be a group of people that say, no way. I like working home with my pajamas on the bottom and my dress shirt on the top.
Yep.
And they're going to say, I'm not coming back to work. But will you see these mandates as a way for companies to go, hey, this is the way that we can kind of have a smaller workforce?
That is absolutely possible. So, what we saw during the pandemic, as we know, is this massive shift towards people working from home. Many, they didn't really have an option to, and they got used to that. And over the years, it's been 5 years since that really, a lot of people actually ended up moving out of the major cities that they work in, maybe to move somewhere else. So when a company makes this mandate and also puts a very tight deadline on it, they know that many people can't make that move. They don't want to make that move, so they have to either resign or quit. So, could a company looking to reduce its staff kind of look to use this as an opportunity, like a layoff, but not really a layoff? Yeah, that's absolutely happening.
Yeah, a disguise, if you will. But so that begs the question, are we seeing remote work just start to go away? It used to be you would apply for a job and there were hundreds, if not thousands of those remote positions. So can we expect to not see that anymore?
While the number of fully remote jobs and hybrid jobs as well have drastically declined really since the pandemic. No, I do not think remote work is going to fully go away. Keep in mind, remote work has been around way before the pandemic hit. About 6% of the workforce either works fully remotely, and then we even have a larger demographic that works that hybrid mode, that hybrid option. But experts do anticipate that hybrid work model will become more of the norm. So companies say, we're going to have you come back to the office, but maybe we'll give you 1 day a week, which I do think workers will take that if that's really their only option. But yeah, we're absolutely witnessing a massive shift going on right now.
I guess the silver lining is we look at Uptown, all those empty office buildings, at least those will have some people inside of them if you want to find the silver lining.
Absolutely,
right?
And Charlotte is actually one of the biggest cities that has the most remote work. So when we see the impact that's having in Uptown with the small businesses that aren't getting their clientele. Obviously, we have office buildings that are majority empty. So there is kind of a back and forth over the pros and cons over this remote work.
All right, our chief business correspondent Taylor Young there giving us that report.